Hey, it's Lon Welsh at Your Castle Real Estate, and I bet you're probably being asked a couple times a day, like I am, when is this housing market frenzy going to die down? So I don't have a perfect crystal ball for that, but I do have a couple ideas for you that might help out. Historically, in the Denver market, we see the lowest number of new listings usually in December and January, and the highest number of new listings is usually in May and June. And there's a very smooth increase in the number of new listings every single month from December through like June. Then there's like a slight reduction during the summer, then it goes down a little during the fall, but it's a pretty good number all throughout that entire period. That's the listing side. On the buyer side, we usually see the most intense buyer demand in the spring. Like right now, as I'm filming this in early May, it tends to be like one of the very, very busiest times of the year for buyers. And then sometime near the end of May, early June, historically what happens is the buyers all get a lot less interested because their kids get out of school and all their summer vacations they've been looking forward to all year suddenly become the main thing. So it's funny in that you have this historical flip-flop where there's a shortage of inventory at the beginning of the spring, there's too many buyers looking, and there's multiple offers all the time. It's been like this for 5 or 6 years in Denver. And then somewhere like in middle of like late May, early June, the whole thing flips over. A whole bunch of new listings get brought to the market as kids get out of school, and parents were waiting for that before they would bring their listing to the market. And just as all this glut of listings come to the market, all the buyers go fly to Disneyland. And then suddenly there's plenty to choose from, and the multiple offers suddenly overnight just stop. So I'm not expecting it to be quite as dramatic this year as it is historically over the last 5 or 6 years, but I do expect to see at least a little bit of that sometime over the next month. The other two things we're expecting is as interest rates go up a little bit, the number of buyers will go down a tiny bit. People won't be able to qualify quite as easily as they could before. And then some people that were waiting for the immunizations to be really broadly rolled out before they brought their home to the market because they didn't want strangers tromping through their house sneezing on things, that fear should be dissipating. And then the last fear factor for bringing sellers to the market was, I want to feel confident I have a job and the economy's recovered before I take on more debt for a bigger house I want to trade up into. The market's doing fantastic for the economy. So I think all these factors point to the fact we're going to see a gradual decrease in the market intensity over the next 3 to 6 months. It's not going to be like one day where we flip on a light switch and boom, it's solved, but it will happen gradually for us.